later in life will actually remove themselves from the deed in light of possible liens when they go into, when they want to qualify for certain government assistance, and also with respect to nursing home liens. All right, so just tuning in, you are listening to Legally Speaking with attorney Antoinette Osborne. If you have a question this morning, you can actually put it in the live, or you can, in addition, you can text it if you do not want to identify yourself in the live as asking the question. You can also text your question to 718-502-9137. All right, so a text came in this morning and it says, "Good morning, Miss Antoinette. My daughter waiver was approved. What is the next step? Should I wait on the lawyer or call Visa Center?" You can contact your attorney. You can even contact the Visa Center. Once the waiver is approved, then National Visa Center often starts the resumption of the case. So this is something that you can, in fact, reach out to National Visa Center on your own. So Angela asks, "Good morning, Miss Osborne. I would like to know if what is this, lives on a land for 27 years and keep and care, but the owner paid the taxes. Do I have any right to own? Please." All right. So she wants some guidance on this morning. And are you, Angela, referring to property in Jamaica, West Indies, or are you referring to property here? I'll tell you, a lot of people are going to, with respect to property in Jamaica, what's going on, prices of land, it's so expensive, and people are in fact going out and they are seeking to capture your land. And once they are in actual physical possession, and when you live overseas, you cannot show that you are in any form of physical possession of your land. And what is happening now for those of you who are out of possession because you are in fact overseas, people are moving in and they are seeking to take your land via adverse possession. So I am going to encourage anyone who has property in Jamaica, if it is that you see that someone who you have not authorized on your property, some people are in fact building structures, you need to take corrective action to start evicting them, as they are accruing rights over your property. And once you are out of possession, the fact that paying taxes alone is not sufficient. When someone is on your land and they are in open and hostile possession, they are in fact building structures on your land. That's a way of exercising ownership. You have no lease with them. You have been out of possession for many years. And this is why, if you do have property back in Jamaica, I'm going to encourage you. If you cannot be in that property, rent it, do your leases to show that the tenant is in the role of a tenant, as a tenant cannot adversely possess your property. And you'd be surprised that, in fact, your own relatives will seek to take your property. Some people like to put their relatives, give your relative a lease as well. Don't take things for granted. And I think as a community, this is where we actually fail and where we will lose our property, because we become very lax and we are a very trusting people. as especially when it comes to our relatives, we do not anticipate that our own relative will seek to rob you. Yeah. But biblically, the Bible will tell you it's those that are close to you that will fail you. And for husband and wives who where one spouse is living overseas, sometimes you're stuck here for years. And you'd be surprised that your spouse too, there's a possibility them being in the property by themselves all these years, exercising all rights of ownership. You cannot travel, or you refuse to travel and basically exalt yourself, showing that you also are in open and hostile possession. This is how people take away your property